Pinder report for Village Honda. We will start with, do you want to sing happy birthday? Do you want to blow out the candles? What do you do for Milan Lucic? I don't want to start a fight here. Milan, happy birthday. 35.
Give him a contract? That'd be a nice.
Connie, careful. Someone will.
I think he should go to Buffalo.
I don't mind that. Is Okposo playing a similar role or not?
Because he can't play I think they made a mistake with Okposo. They give him too much money, and I know it's 1 year, but they've got so much room in the cap that it's not. That's not the issue. Like they've got cap space, so you could bring in Luch, maybe give him the same contract, 2.5. Even though I think that's overpaying.
Yeah,
but it might. But for Luch, he'd play for that. I got to think, and he can have a major impact with that group. Those guys are shit scared.
There's a lot of teams where you're like, that wouldn't be the worst.
Anyway.
A team like Dallas, they got all those young guys.
That's my birthday present to Luch. I'm getting him a contract.
Yeah, Luch, just send over the commission to Rhett. Your agent sits out this one.
Buy me a beer.
That'll work too. Yeah, good. That's the little bit of Flames news. Also, we talked a lot about they're wrapping up the head coaching hire. So expect news in the near future. Internally, it could be done as soon as today. I'd think if it gets past Monday without an announcement, that'd be a little surprising. We'll see.
I'd be really surprised if it goes further than that.
In the NHL final, no games today. They are tomorrow. No Radko Gudas at skate today. Also, no.
Frank alluded that he's going to play, and
I heard that too.
I think he will, but he probably shouldn't. It's the same situation as the Rhett star. He's going to say the right things and get in the lineup and do his damnedest.
What would you tell the Rhettster right now? Because you sort of alluded to it. 04.
I don't know. It's easy
because it's the cup, and if you know you're not winning, it's different. But at that point, you're like, we're going to win this thing.
Yeah, I don't. There's certainly concerns for your health the older you get, and recognizing the things that you did to your body and brain.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I'd change any of it.
There was some famous study that was done. I don't know when it was, but it was like they asked Olympic caliber athletes if you could take a pill that guaranteed you gold medal, but you had a chance of dying in the next 5 years, would you take it? And it was like 15 to 30% or something, somewhere in that window. People said, yeah, do it. Like the stakes are incredibly high, and that trophy means so much to so many people. Okay.
Yeah, and there's lots of people that's
finding a way to play. I don't care what you say.
But there's
you got to be wired differently to be a pro athlete anyway. I think you have the idea of winning at all costs is not crazy. Anyway, moving along. Those look for Lesterainen and Gudas to be game time decisions tomorrow. Alec Manoah talked about the struggles yesterday. He down.
Cy Young. Oh, wait.
Last year Cy Young votes. This year Florida Complex League, which is the old Florida State League.
That's too bad. I hope it's an indoor arena.
Gulf Coast League.
It's very hot and humid down there.
What's good is their training facilities down there, so they can get them in the quote lab, the pitching lab, where they can get the Rapsodo machine watching what's happening with his pitches. They can slow-mo his delivery, what's happening, why don't we have consistency, inability to throw strikes. He's also had a lot of weight for a guy that I think was 260 last year. Jeez.
Why don't have a lab in Florida? Well, I mean, it's only in Florida. Why isn't it?
I'm sure they have some of that stuff in Toronto, but I think part of it is that the minor leagues are so huge. Their center for training in season and off is down there.
All right.
But yeah.
Go Manoah.
Go Manoah. The good news is they do have a pitcher that is going to get some Cy Young votes, it appears. Kevin Gausman or
however you want to say it.
I mean, potato. Phenomenal last night. 13 strikeouts. I want you to watch this sequence here. The first pitch is his sinker, which falls off and hits the dirt. And the next pitch is the fastball. Okay, dead straight. So watch them when you overlay them. Watch how late in the pitch before they separate. Like you're halfway to the plate there. One's a foot like off the plate and the other is the bottom of the zone. Good luck hitting this guy. You're just guessing.
I could hit this guy.
Yes, shut up. Nothing makes me more angry that's one of many things that makes me angry. The common guy saying, "Oh, I could hit off a major." No, you couldn't. No, you could not. No. You might break your hand catching one on the wrong part of the bat. Like, no, you could not. I'm sorry. Yes, you play slow pitch. No, that has nothing to do with hitting a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Other baseball news, bad news for Jacob deGrom, the former Mets ace who signed in Texas. Big deal.
Oh, no.
6 starts, second Tommy John.
Not good.
What's better, the first or the second Tommy?
Hopefully the second for Jacob deGrom. I don't know.
Yeah, he pitched really
the first
well.
One wasn't so good.
I mean, it was great for a while. Then I need another one. It's like upgrading your car, right? It's like going back to Village, getting a newer one.
That's like poor Mike Soroka and his Achilles.
Mike, by the way, optioned back to AAA. Had 2 starts up, just okay. Let's let him work. It's been a couple of years. So back at AAA Gwinnett. The Gwinnett somethings.
Gwinnett to Gwinnett.
Judge will be gone for the Yankees for a bit.
No.
That's not ideal for them, but excellent for the rest of the AL East. Sprain and contusion.
Got a contusion?
It's a fancy word for a bruise. Is that what that is?
Or a cut. I don't know.
Okay, we'll move along. We won't pretend to be experts. I'm sorry about your Bills. Did you hear the news?
No.
Their first ever Madden cover. So the Madden curse is now diddly-doo, onto the Bills.
There was a lot of. I was in a parking lot at the rink the other day, and I heard people talk. Can you believe they put him on the cover of Madden?
We can't be doing this. This was going to be our year.
They're screwing us again.
That's tough, eh? Do we believe in curses like that?
I do not.
Yeah, okay, good. Because you weren't buying the.
I think it's going to be great. He's single again, and he's living it up.
Is he single again? Where's Mrs. The former Mrs. Allen?
Bit of a breakup.
Really? You got the scoop here.
It's very.
Did the shoveler send you out so she could make moves here, or what's going on?
Yeah, maybe she's upgrading.
I don't know if it'd be an upgrade. I mean, could he be as charming and hilarious and kind and caring?
Almost said something rude, but
okay, don't say anything rude. That's great. Patrick Mahomes is a great teammate, right? We know that.
No.
And you could probably be like, I'm sick of them winning. His brother's Richard. You're a Bills fan. They've hurt you a couple times. Watch how he saves his idiot buddy, Travis Kelce, who also happens to be very good at football. Here they are at the White House a few days ago, and they're posing for a photo with the president, Joe Biden. And Kelce, what does he look at? Oh, there's the mic. Why don't I just drop a couple verses here and wait till Mahomes sees him? Oh, no. Sorry. Didn't even let him get a sentence. I know how this goes. I know how you operate. Stop it. So this would be like if we're in Nashville for the draft, for example.
So I've been waiting for this. Sorry.
Okay, we can stop right now. That's good. Just no. All right. Let's say I'm in the lobby of a hotel. I've had a few beers. I'm starting to do my high kicking, and like Gary Bettman walks in. You're like, no. Like that's what we just saw there. That's protecting a friend from himself.
I would let you fail miserably. I'm not a teammate.
Guess we're not friends. Fair enough. Kind of had that feeling anyway. Suspicion, at least. Leo Messi's moving. It was the longtime FC Barcelona man. Went to Paris a couple of years. And Inter Miami? MLS? Open wide for some soccer.
Really?
How about this? MLS. And apparently, not unlike Beckham, this deal involves more than salary. If you see an uptick in Apple TV subscriptions who hold their television rights or streaming rights, he's going to get a slice of that. He's going to get a huge amount of money. He probably is going to end up owning a piece of this team when he's done. Yes. The greatest footballer of all time, I would argue, coming to MLS. And not like 40-year-old, but like, still played in one of the best clubs in the world last year. He's closer to prime, not prime, but closer. Just won a World Cup. It's a big get for MLS. Money talks, Rhett, as we learned yesterday.
Apparently, money does talk. They're not talking how much money he's going to make?
I think it's one of these convoluted deals where it could be worth a shitload, but it depends on how much more money the business makes than he's going to get a piece of.
There's zero downside and massive upside.
For Leo, yeah, a lot of upside. Also, he's going to make people look foolish in that league because, I'm
going to go watch.
Greatest player in the world. Ja Morant, remember we last checked in, he was waving a gun around on social media?
Yeah, he's
Now, apparently, toy gun. Adam Silver, cool. 30 games still.
Wow.
What? I mean, I guess the NBA's point is kids watching you on social don't know that's a toy. You're being a jackass.
And you've been told not to do it.
And you've been told not to.
And I don't buy that it was a toy gun.
I'm not a gun expert. I know you
prove it.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, don't prove it. Just stop.
Just stop waving guns around on social media, please. Finally, this is Rory at the RBC Canadian Open. This is 2 years in a row that the RBC Canadian Open has been completely hijacked by Live News. Last year, it was the announcement that Live was starting the week of the RBC Canadian Open. And now, yesterday, the bombshell that the Live Golf, DP World Tour, and PGA are going to be uniting the world of golf, a.k.a. taking the money.
Now, do you think this is is RBC pissed about this, would you think? Or
I would say yes and no. No one's talking about the tournament, but a lot of people will be watching because golf is front and center again. So it sucks that they're not talking about the Oakville Golf Course or wherever it's being hosted or, but last year was their most fruitful event in the midst of all this chaos. And I suppose you can sell that down the road. Former guys like Dustin Johnson, who had the RBC logo on his hat for a while, that have gone to Live, now they might you'll have stronger fields in future theory. But then also it's head-to-head with the Live event. I don't know how to feel about it. Let's go to Rory, who maybe was the biggest loser of yesterday's news. He and Jay Monahan for very different reasons. Roy for not taking the money, and Jay for showing a lack of a spine, or at least how to alienate the PGA's best players. There were calls for his resignation yesterday.
I got a text message on Monday night, I guess, from Jimmy Dunn saying, hey, can I give you a call in the morning? So I said, sure. Jimmy rang me at about 6:30 yesterday morning. We had a chat. Took me through the news, took me through the deal, the structure of the deal, what it meant for us, what it meant for the DP World Tour. So yeah, I learned about it pretty much at the same time everyone else did, and yeah, it was a surprise. I knew there had been discussions going on in the background. I knew that lines of communication had been opened up. I obviously didn't expect it to happen as quickly as it did, but I really think that, from what I gathered, the tour felt they were in a real position of strength coming off the back of the DP World winning their legal case in London. It sort of weakened the other side's position, and they went in there, and the way Jimmy described it, Rory, sometimes you got 280 over water and you just got to go for it. And
all right. Doesn't look like I lost $500 million, but also not necessarily doing backflips there. And what happens to the commissioner of the PGA, Jay Monahan, is very interesting to me now.
He seems way more relaxed than I would. I wonder if there's
been talk about a compensation package for guys that didn't leave, but that is certainly just talk at this point from what I'm seeing on social. It would make sense, and if there was going to happen, Roy would have been told about it.
The way that the PGA could save face to a certain extent is to have worked that into the deal.
Yes. Okay. So you star players.
Okay, we're gonna partner up, but the deals that you offered those guys before, maybe a percentage of that has to be paid out to them.
So that'd be Rory,
I don't know,
Scheffler, Spieth, Fowler was offered a ton of money and hasn't been playing good golf for a while.
Whatever it is,
like it's a lot of those guys. It was be loyal, be loyal. Okay, we're loyal. What have they got for it to show for it? Probably have to try to make them at least partially compensated for that loyalty they were begged to.
They
show.
don't have to do it.
No, they don't.
You wanted to be not a complete snake.
If you want to keep your job, Jay. So we'll see what happens there. And finally, don't you hate it when this happens? This is apparently back in Buffalo. The shoveler sent this in. Apparently she said to your one son, you can have one slice of bread, and he hollowed the whole bastard out, or that's how you got it. That can't be fair.
No, that's for the pocket dog.
Oh, wow.
Fill that baby up. Oh, yeah.
He might be able to fit chicken in there. That looks like a huge loaf. That's outstanding.
Let's do it.
Oh, man.
That pocket dog.
The Village is right up there by Bonton. I'm telling you. Also, check it out. If you got a car hanging on your hands, you could let them buy it from you. They got $1 million to buy used cars. They'll send you on a tropical cruise, pay it politely for your used vehicle. Village Honda. You can see the QR code on your screen. Give it a zap. Your dealership for life. Find out more at villagehonda.com.